Ice on 3, 1, 2, 3, ice!
Ready. Okay.
Energy on 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right, Rocket football fans, welcome to the week we begin the district play, Coach Courtney. This is where it all starts, right?
Yep, that's when the real season begins.
It's what you've been playing for, working for, and you said all year this is when you want to be. You want your timing right. You want to be clicking on all cylinders. Are we ready to go?
I think so. I really do. Practice-wise, and like you said, that's what we've been building for. Nothing's mattered to this point. I mean, you could say RPI, but it's just not something that we think a whole lot about or plan for. Because at that time, the best team, you're going to have to beat good teams all the way throughout the playoffs. But district play, this is what we've been playing for. The tough schedule, all the opponents that we've seen, different offenses, different defenses, all the hard work we put in. Now it's time to see if it's paid off or not.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Rockets will be at Fulton County this week. Crittenden County 3-4 after that big win, 50-15 last Friday night down at Tree County. So Fulton County, Coach, they're 1-6. They've won 2 games in the last 2 years, both against Ballard Memorial, which has really struggled. This is a team that scored 10 touchdowns all season long. Is it going to be tough to get them up for them, or is this a team that's maybe disguised in a poor record? Are they a pretty athletic team? They usually are.
Yeah, they have a lot of athletes. They have size. And I tell the guys every week, I try to make a point that it's not about who we're playing or whether that's the best team or the worst team. It's just about us and how we go out and execute. We don't control who's in front of us. But with that being said, we can't overlook Fulton County. They got a lot of guys that could hurt us, a lot of size, a lot of speed. We were in a game with them a couple of years ago down there, and we had a pretty good football team. We're losing at halftime. I believe that was 2 or 3 years ago. So in this district play, we can't take anything for granted. These mean something. So I hope that we're mature enough. We got a lot of seniors that are old enough to understand that this is when it matters. We need to be turning on no matter who it is. It's district play. It's not the opponent. It's time to go.
Well, some of the real old timers will recall in 1988 we went down to Fulton County. You've probably heard horror stories about this one. We were ranked one of the top teams in the state of Kentucky and had upset Murray High and went down to Fulton County and lost an opportunity to get to the playoffs. That's back when it was a two-team system, and in all of West Kentucky, 2 teams got in. And we lost. And I can still see the guy running down the sideline with that winning touchdown. And he had a big number. I remember that. It was like a 48 or something. I don't know why he was even running the ball. Well, you have some guys running the ball out of the backfield that are 48, but not too often. Back then there were some running fullbacks that ran with 40s on. But, anything can happen. And down there is sometimes a tough place to play.
Yeah, it can, and we've shown that we can not be up as much at home. You even touched on it with some of the guys. Just being at home, it's just a different feeling. You'll go down there, the crowd won't be as big. I mean, we'll travel well, we always do, but it's just not the same. We got to look at our brothers and be able to play for one another and be intrinsically motivated to go out there and take care of business. Because like you said, anything could happen. We overlooked this team. I mean, it could be a bad night for us, that's for sure. We definitely don't want to do that.
And it's a haul to get down there. It's right on the Mississippi River, and it's probably on the bus a couple of hours.
Right, yeah. As soon as we get out of school, we'll grab something quick to eat right there, and we'll head out. So there won't be a whole lot of time to think. It'll be moving. I hope that we're getting our minds right, right now, starting and being prepared for everything, and just make sure that we're focused.
Want to recognize some of our fine partners in our digital work that we do here at the Crittenden Press during Rocket football season. Marion Eye Care Center, Dr. Adria Porter. Mike and Stoner's Barbershop, where getting your hair cut is always an adventure. Shara on the New York Stock Exchange, which it's going up, I noticed. YTG Insurance, that's Tanner Tabor. Colonel Ag Repair. That's Corey, Derek, and now Blake. What I understand, it's they got a 3-man team now.
Okay.
I think they're really busy and they're getting after it. So we appreciate all those sponsors, as well as Full Body Fitness Studio, Par 4 Plastics, Magnolia Bank, and Mulligan's Pizzeria and Pub, and Heritage Golf Course. This weekend's the Ryder Cup. You playing in that? Salem versus Marion?
I will not.
Not a golfer, are you?
I would not help us any.
Yeah. Coach Courtney, let's talk a little bit about Fulton County. They have 23 players on the roster. The quarterback, Gibbs, is I think he's completing somewhere around 40% of his passes. He's thrown for under 400 yards this season. Luke Crowder's thrown in one game for almost what he's thrown in for the season. So what about this team? They got a running back, the Hill boy, number 11, and then Gibbs. Between the two of them, they rush for about 320 yards.
Yeah, just the team in general. They're young. They graduate a lot. They were like us and didn't do the fifth-year thing, so no seniors back. And they had a pretty decent senior class. And talking to their coach, got a lot of respect for him. A good guy. He's a good player himself. They lost a lot of juniors from different things as well. Just kind of been crazy times for everybody. But just young. But with that, a young team is a dangerous team. You don't know. They're getting better each and every week. They're gaining experience. The quarterback, I think, is actually much improved. They can have some struggles protecting him sometimes, but I think that he does well, much better than he was last year. Really improved, and he's a better threat with his legs too. He when things break down, he can make some things happen. And number 11, they use him at wide receiver, use him everywhere. He's an athlete. He's small, jittery guy, can make guys miss, can make plays in space, can go vertical. So those are definitely two guys that are on the scouting report this week that we need to take care
They have
of.
another boy, familiar name, Dossett. I think he wears number 1.
Yeah.
He's got 25 catches, 335 yards, so he's pretty dangerous.
Yes, he is. They're pretty decent athletically out wide. They really are. Like I said, they can have some trouble protecting with just a young offensive line, but they have athletes everywhere. Number 1's definitely a guy that can go up and make some plays. They put early drives together against Trigg, and we're kind of in that game a little bit early. And we were in a game with Trigg early, so it's not just a game we're just going to step on the field and it's going to be ours. I can tell you that.
Well, it's a district game that means a great deal to you, because if you win this game, it gives you a chance to get Russellville here the following week and win a fourth straight district championship.
Right, yeah. I mean, if we win this game, we'll get a home game in the playoffs no matter what, correct?
Yeah.
So that will give us that, which is big. And just give these guys another game at home. We're still searching for one more in that last week, but we want to get every game that we can for these guys. And obviously we want to make the furthest run we can in the playoffs. And it just starts now. This is what matters. This one matters.
Of course, this is a 3-team district now. Fulton City is no longer in it.
Right.
Caverna's no
Caverna.
longer in it. Two of the teams that have been in there in the recent past. But so the number 2 and 3 seeds will play the first week of the
Right.
playoff, and the number 1 seed gets a bye the first week.
Right.
And then remember, we're still we play in our district now.
Yes.
We don't go play the second district, so we have to win our district championship in the postseason as well. So very good chance. I mean, we're playing Fulton and Russellville here to end the regular season. Very good chance that's going to repeat itself in the playoffs.
Yeah, it could. If we
To some
got there.
degree.
Yeah. But we'll see. Yep, we'll see.
It may not be in that order. But
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know exactly. We'll definitely have to get through at least one of these teams twice to be able to advance, and possibly both of them.
Yeah. So, Coach Courtney, we're going to take an opportunity here and visit with some of your big guys who work down in the trenches.
Yeah.
Who do not get a great deal of attention sometimes. I know you give them a lot of love, and your lineman coaches do, Coach Berry and Coach Brown. Talk a little bit. We have with us Tucker Sharp, Holden Cooksey, and Ben Evans. Talk about those guys individually or as a unit, and how they work, and what are you proud of these guys about?
Yeah, just a great group of guys. First up, just offensive line period, playing football. I mean, just like you said, no glory involved in it, but you're the most important thing out there. Offensive line, most important thing in football. If you got it, you'll be good. If you don't, you won't. But it's kind of crazy because you don't hear those guys. Those are the guys you hear nothing about. So you got to be real intrinsically motivated. You got to look at yourself and take pride in what your team's doing and get glory from that and not be getting pats on the back from everybody. I mean, it takes a special guy to play the offensive line. That's not easy to do all that things, put in all that hard work and get little to no recognition from people outside of your coaches and the family, you know, and maybe people in the community or people that really understand football. But, you know, it's just a special position. I really believe the biggest thing we're trying to do, like, is get these guys ready for life, right? And offensive linemen, I believe, have the best chance. You know, they're used to working hard with little to no recognition. They're set up for life better than a lot of these people that are getting the touchdowns, getting the pats on the back. When they get in the real world, those pats on the back a lot of time not going to be there. These guys will know what that's like and be able to work for the bigger picture and be a team player in whatever they go out and do. So, you know, it will pay off for them in the end. I really believe that more than a lot of the other positions. It's just a special position, and I think highly of anybody that plays the offensive line, especially our guys that play at a high level. We got a really good offensive line. We really do, and I think a lot of them, and you know, we're old up there. Got 4 seniors starting on that offensive line right now, and we're definitely going to miss those guys when they graduate, but we're going to enjoy them while they're here. So I'm glad that we could have them on. There's some silly guys. Y'all enjoy them.
Well, we're going to give them an opportunity to get on here and join us on the set for some questions, and then we're going to turn the tables a little bit on Coach Courtney. So stick around. Don't run off. We have a very pleasant ending to our show tonight. All right, so we have with us now Holden Cooksey. He's a senior lineman. Holden, you've been with the football program since what, 3rd grade, 2nd grade?
Just about 1st grade.
Flag football. Yeah. You began in flag football and tackle football in 3rd grade. Just been in the program for his whole career. And we want to talk to Holden about some of the things that maybe the linemen have to deal with that maybe your other players who get a lot more glory don't. So you see a lot of your teammates on Gridiron Glory on Channel 6, and you read about them on Twitter and all that. What's it like being a lineman where you don't get all of that glory all the time? How do you deal with that?
You know, it's a little discouraging since, you know, not very many people know who we are and know our names. But then when we, like, look on Gridiron Glory and we see Preston Morganson or anybody who has, like, over 150 rushing yards, or how Luke throws the ball all the time, it makes us feel better knowing that we were blocking for him and we were able to protect Luke, or we were able to run block for our running backs.
Mm-hmm. This year, how do you feel this team's pass blocking and run blocking is being? Which is best?
I think our pass blocking is best. We kind of, last year we struggled with some stuff. We gave up a lot of sacks, so this year was kind of our main focus. Mm-hmm. And run blocking wise, we didn't start out the year very good, but as the times went on, we've gotten better and kind of fixed ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have an opportunity. I want to thank some of our partners that help us make sure that we get this stuff on the air and bring you Rocket football. Of course, Whitetail Properties, our corporate sponsor, Frazier Law Firm in Marion, Moments in Time Pictures, Hodges Outdoor Sports and Apparel, Riley Tool Machine, Farmers Bank and Trust, Deer Lakes Golf Course, First United Bank, and La Delicia Mexican Restaurant. You ever go out to the Mexican restaurant, Cole?
All the time.
Yeah, linemen like to eat. Does Luke Crider ever buy your dinner?
No, he hasn't yet.
Do you want him to? This is for you, Luke.
If he wants to, he could buy the starting 5 dinner.
Yeah, if you're feeling it, Luke, they would like for you. If you're protected this week, I guess. Okay, keep it that way. So you've been with the program your entire career. Tell us what when you look back on Rocket football, what does it mean to you, and maybe what's your most memorable moment?
In Rocket football, one of my most memorable moments, I can say, is my freshman year, after we lost to Campbellsville, and just like seeing all the seniors, how sad they were. Mm-hmm. That made me want to work hard. I know that made my whole class want to work hard, and just made the rest of us want to work hard.
Mm-hmm. So what does Rocket football mean to you?
It's everything. I love Rocket football.
Yeah. Friday nights are pretty fun.
They are very fun.
It's a lot more fun at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Vicky's music cranking and the stands full. And what does it make you feel like? I mean, what's the feeling you get?
I get jitters. I mean, like my body starts shaking whenever all the fans are going crazy, and it's unspeakable.
Yeah. Is it motivating?
Yeah.
Motivating, yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Holden Cooksey. And we'll be right back in just a moment and have another one of our trusted linemen on. All right, we're here now with Tucker Sharp, and Tucker is another guy that's been around the program since they were pulling flags off your back, and then it became tackle football after that. And he's worn number 57 the whole way. We've got a few clips we'll show here of old number 57 back in the day in junior pro football. And you guys had some pretty good runs, didn't you? What do you remember about junior pro?
So junior pro, I believe it was our third and fourth grade year. I think we went all the way. Now, the very last football game, I got sick and wasn't able to be there, but we won the entire thing, and that was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That's the furthest I think we've ever been.
And we have a team picture there we'll show you too. Want to thank our sponsors while we have a moment here: Ellington Detailing, Homestead Auction Realty, Sea Plant Federal Credit Union, H&H Home and Hardware. Tucker, let me ask you, I know you spend some time in the weight room and in the off season. Who's the hardest worker on this football team in the weight room?
In the weight room, it'd probably be Dylan. He goes off season and during season. He's in the weight room a lot. Johnny's, and also Holden Cooksey. Holden Cooksey he's started going to Johnny's a lot and definitely getting bigger and stronger.
Mm-hmm. Who's the guy that you want next to you in the trenches on Friday nights when the lights come on? It may not be the guy that's in the weight room all the time. I don't know.
Well,
I'd like to have Dylan beside of me.
Yeah, I mean, all five of them do a great job. Even Counts, when he was in there, he was doing an amazing job blocking. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to come back this season, but he was an amazing person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody in particular you say, hey, I want him right there on my side.
They're all good players.
Yeah, you don't want to single any out. Huh?
No, they're all
might
good.
Get in trouble.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Who's got the best manners? Let me ask you that.
Best manners? That's going to be hard. Probably Ben, honestly.
Ben Evans?
Yeah, Ben Evans.
Serious?
I'm serious, man.
Well, that does come as a surprise.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me ask you this question: your career goes way back, and this might be a little league coach. It might be somebody that might be your grandpa or somebody else. But who has influenced you in your football career? Not necessarily the person who's taught you the X's and O's, but the person that really puts the drive in you to want to be a good football player.
Well, Coach Brown, he's been there since middle school, and then he come up to high school. And then also Coach Barry, our lineman Coach Barry, he was very influential as well, and sort of helped me become the lineman I am today.
Mm-hmm. And you respond to those guys?
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, I know your uncle Dennis Hodge. I know he's probably in your ear quite a bit too.
Yeah, he brags about them winning all the time.
About his team winning.
Yeah,
in
his team
85?
won everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
He brags about that a lot.
Tucker, I know you played a lot of other sports when you were younger, but you've just stuck with football. Any regrets not playing any other sports, or is football the one that you put your hat
football. I sort of wasn't gifted with the ability to play basketball.
Yeah.
Much as I love it, my body's sort of not the perfect fit for that.
Well, you could hit a baseball.
Yeah, I might play baseball. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, Tucker Sharp, we appreciate you coming on the show this week. It's always fun to talk to these guys who spend all their time down in the trenches and don't get a whole lot of the so-called spotlight. But we're going to take this opportunity to shed a little bit of light on their play and what happens off the field. We'll be right back with Ben Evans. All right, so this is a real treat. I have an opportunity here to have my son on. So this is the first time that we've had this chance to be here on the set together, and Ben Evans is the center on the team. He's, like the other guys, has been with the program since flag football and through Little League. And in flag football, Ben, you were a running back. Things changed a little bit, huh?
Things changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened here?
I don't know, just over time,
Yeah, a little.
grew into a lineman instead of a running back.
Well, you grew into a lineman pretty quick, because I think by the time you were in third grade, you were the center on the football team in Little League. And talk about that. Center is the guy that handles the ball every snap. And is there any special preparation you go through to get ready for that?
There's really nothing special that I had to go through to get ready for it. It's just every play starts with me. So it's always on me to start the play. And if I can't start the play doesn't start.
So you have a lot of different ways you snap the ball. You guys run a lot in the shotgun. You do some under center. What's your favorite?
I personally prefer under center because back in Little League, in junior pro, every day before practice, me and Luke would do 200 snaps under center and then 50 shotgun for every single practice.
So maybe you should have done 200 shotgun back then and 50 under center. Might have changed.
Yeah.
But you guys have a pretty good relationship. I don't know that you've had maybe a bad snap all year. I can't really remember. Have we had one?
Very few,
Yeah.
if any.
Yeah. So what do you attribute that to?
Just every day, reps on reps on reps, every single day. On defensive days, I'm on the scout team, do center on that, and then on offensive days, I mean, countless snaps, countless plays.
So I want to ask some questions similar to what I did the other guys. Who's the guy on the football team that might turn out to be a scientist or a doctor? Who's the most brilliant mind on this football team?
I think Holden Cooksey's going to be a doctor.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Holden?
He's
Anybody else?
No.
He's the only one that's got any sense at all. Huh?
Yeah. He's always talked about it.
Yeah, yeah. So in the locker room, who's the guy that's dancing around and acting crazy all the time?
Preston and Hayden, every day.
Hayden Adamson and Preston Morganson.
Every day.
Do you dance with them?
No.
Do y'all make TikToks in the football locker room?
No.
Absolutely not. That's against the rules, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no cameras.
Yeah, I don't participate.
No
if there
cameras in
is.
the locker room. All right. Well, I ask you this question: who is the most influential person in your football life, other than your father, of course?
That's a hard question because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
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 Probably have to be Chad Mott, honestly.
Really? Way back in Little League?
Way back in Little League. He ran us every day. I hated it, but that's where I started to enjoy it and started to love it, and he started it all.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Ben Evans, and we want to give an opportunity to guys like Ben and Tucker and Holden and the rest of those guys up front who don't get a whole lot of love, I guess, from the media sometimes. So, what do you say? What's do you feel like you don't get enough attention as a lineman?
I don't think we get much attention, but it don't really bother me.
All right. We'll do better. All right, now we have a special feature, a new interviewer here.
So, Coach Courtney, what goes through your head, like on summer practices, like determining how much we run?
How hard y'all work? It's pretty simple. And to be honest, in the summer, y'all gonna run no matter what. But how hard you work, if we don't looking tired out there, it's the same thing now. I feel like y'all are looking good in the games, not hands on your hips and all that. Same thing now. Y'all get to looking like y'all are hurting in the games or at practice. We'll get back to it.
How do you determine, like, if it's a half gasser or a full gasser?
Just kind of how I'm feeling, just the mood that day. Like, man, these guys are kind of making me mad right now. This should be a full gasser. They've made me pretty happy. We've executed pretty well, so we'll make it a half.
All right, that's good.
So, Coach Courtney, I know a lot of the players, and we want to know, how'd you feel about Thompson leaving and you taking over as head coach of the football team?
First off, I love Coach Thompson. He's one of my best friends, so hate to see him leave as a friend. But, just get older, you understand he felt like he had to do what was best for his family, and that was really it. So I hate to see him leave, but I understand why he was gone. Still one of my best friends to talk on a daily basis, so just love the guy. I hated personally he left, but understood why he did it.
So, Coach Courtney, how do you feel about being the head coach of the team that you used to play high school football for?
It's really special to me. Obviously, this program means a lot going through, from my Little League career, like a lot of you guys, playing from third grade, always in the blue and white. It just means something special to you. Honestly, even going to play college, something's missing when you leave here. And for me, being able to come back and coach here, period, was just, I can't even put into words, just amazing, fulfilling for me to maybe give you guys some of the experiences that I had that coaches gave me. So I love it. Some things go with the head coaching job that I don't necessarily love or not as fond of, but all in all, I love coaching you guys, and I love coaching here in this community.
All right, Coach Courtney, that was a lot of fun with these guys, letting them ask you some questions. And good questions, weren't they?
Yeah, they did a good job. They might have a future in your job later on.
Yeah, I could use some help because I'm not too far from retirement age, Coach Courtney.
Yeah, maybe I'll come back.
Hey, I want to tell all of our Rocket fans, particularly those of you who will be going to the game, tickets are going to be on sale right there at the gate, cash at the gate. And we plan to broadcast this game. I don't believe they have the NFHS network down there. We plan to broadcast the game. It's been a long time since we've been down there, or it's been 2 years, and we weren't broadcasting when we were down there last. So I'm not sure what kind of signal we'll get. But if we have a powerful enough signal, we will be broadcasting the game on the Courtney Press YouTube page. So we'll see you down at Fulton County, and if not, we'll see you on the internet.